G'day guys, SkylerStardrift here. I'm just a dragon that plays video games, and welcome back to Super Mario All-Stars. In the last episode, we failed at World 5-3 in Super Mario Bros. Lost Levels. And in this episode, we're going to be moving on to Super Mario Bros. 3. New file, let's start drifting. Let's just dive right on in. Super Mario Bros. 3. I didn't play this game a lot as a child. I used to like it a lot, because I loved the raccoon suit, but I just could not beat it. I got as far as like World 2 or World 3, restarted countless times. I just could not beat the game. So, there is a battle game. I don't think we'll go into that, but anyway, one player game. Let's do it. So I love this game a lot. It's got a map screen and everything. It feels cool. But I didn't get very far because it was very difficult. So my idea for this game, I'm going to lay this out on the table now so I don't get pinned for it later, is the first time through a world, I will beat every level I possibly can. However, if I get a game over, I will permit myself to skip levels that are not required to get back to where I was. So basically, I take the last number I got to, and I can go that way. So for example, here on the first world, if I get, say, up to world 5, 1-5, okay? And then I get a game over. Well, the levels all reset, so I have to beat them all again. We'll skip level 1 and 2, I'll cut them out unless I get a game over again. But otherwise I'll complete levels 1 and 2, but then I'm gonna skip 3 and 4 and just move straight down to 5. Easy? Easy. Alright, anyway, that's enough dilly-dallying, let's get on with it. Okay. Ooh, okay, right. I'm gonna have to get used to that, we got a slightly floatier jump. Right, now, where is... I'll also be endeavoring to get all 3 warp whistles, which I can get pretty early on, actually, so... Die. Die. You can die too. Whoa. Upsy-daisy! So the raccoon allows you to fly by charging that little P down the bottom. That 1-up is going to help me greatly, if I can grab it. And by flying, you can really skip ahead on some of the levels. So just bear that in mind, flying is really helpful, and this is the first game that brought it in. It was then followed up by Super Mario World. Also, you get these little cards at the end of the level, they signify the goal. When you get 3 cards, you get a 1-up, but depending on what's on the cards, you may get more 1-ups. So like if you get 3 stars, for example, you get like 5 or something like that. There is some specific timing stuff you can do, but I have no idea what the timing would even be, so... Okay. The thing to remember is, unlike Super Mario World, you can swap your power-ups from Tanuki to... There's a hidden thingy up there, isn't there? Fine. Sorry, I'm just gonna try and get this. Nope. Aha! There it is. P-switch. I also believe P-switches were first in this game too. Basically, they do things like usually changing the coins and the blocks. There we go. Coins in the blocks and blocks in the coins. Well, that wasn't very exciting, was it? I actually thought that was going to be a little bit better than that. Ooh. Now. Huh. Alright then. Ah, that's right, because it's in here. Music notes. Ah, and our first star of the game goes down a pit. Great. Let's hope the rest of this adventure doesn't go down the pit either. But yeah, there's some specific timing you can do to get the cards. I'm not really that keen on it, so unless I can figure out the timing, I'm not going to bother with that. Alright, World 1-3. Okay, now this one's got a warp whistle in it. I've just got to look out for a white block. Now, I thought so. Haha! You can't fool me, game. I know things. I'm gonna kick you down here. See ya. You've also got to check these too, because some of them can bump your back. These posts, so just be aware of that. Boomerang, bro! Yeah! Less frustrating than a regular hammer, bro. Get out of here. Right! White block. Okay. So if we press down on the D-pad here and hold on, we'll drop through. And now we're behind everything. Apparently, we're not behind enemies, though. So if we run forward, one toot on this whistle will send you to a faraway land. And there's our first item of the game. And that clears the level for us, even better. Alright, what's in this mushroom house? Pick a box, its contents will help you on your way. So along the way, we'll find these mushroom houses, and they contain various items that are useful to us. This one, like, you pick a chest, and it's either a mushroom, a flower, or a tanuki leaf. Or a raccoon leaf, I should say. There's a lot to go over, isn't there? And this one's a scrolling level. Whoop! You trickster. You tricked me. That won't happen again. A little bit of stuttering going on there on the screen. I wonder if that's showing up in the video. Probably. It could just be the television type, I don't know. Aha! What I do remember, I remember well. I think. Ooh, one up. I want to try and keep this raccoon because I actually need it in the fortress. Because the fortress, believe it or not, has another warp whistle. So I kind of want to keep it. Man, that screen stutter is kind of making this a little hard. Alright. Whew. Ha. Bye! So to use an item on the map screen, you just have to press X and that brings up your item list. And then you scroll to the item you want and use it. You have several pages of items, so don't worry about that too much. Now, unlike Super Mario World, you can't use these items in a level. You have to store them, but you can use them anytime on the map screen. Now we have another minigame. Line up the pictures and get a prize. That's all we gotta do, and I'm terrible at this, and you probably won't see me succeed in doing it. We got a mush star, I think. I'm gonna make it up. Wasn't there... Yeah, there was like an Invinci shroom or something like that in Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga where you... I'm not gonna grab that. Call me silly, but I'm not gonna grab it. I'm looking for an opening in the ceiling. I'm actually not too sure where this might be. Hold on. Okay, so it's up the top at the end of the first room. I'm also going to save and continue because I have 8 lives. Alright. Let's avoid these things. Avoid all the things. So there's a hole in the ceiling. Aha! Hold on, I can't. Hold on. Hold on a minute. What am I doing wrong here? I'm smacking into the wall. I can see it! It's Okay, this is confusing. Not really. Why don't we try doing this? Yeah, there we go. Cool! Got the second warp whistle, and the third is in the second world, so... Hey! Now, beating that way doesn't clear the lock, so we won't be able to take a shortcut, unfortunately, but that's alright. Doink, 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 doink. Take that. Take that. And that. Alright. I'm gonna try and stick to the top here. Whee! Oh. Whee! Whoop. I think that's an exit pipe for something. There might actually be a Tanuki suit or a frog suit or something in this level, but I'm not too sure. Anyway, we beat the level anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, I missed it. Good job. You missed. Good job. 10 out of 10 would miss again. But yeah, beating the fortress that way doesn't unlock the lock. So when you beat a fortress, you'll get a, like, mystical orb thing, and it basically undoes the lock in the level. Or on the map screen. So, unfortunately, that didn't release the lock. So we can't go straight down. It beat the fortress for us, sure, but we can't go straight down, which could end up hurting me, because this level can give me some trouble sometimes. Oh, what a kick. You'll find that in levels where there's some tricky jumps to make, they'll usually give you a raccoon leaf. Super leaf, sorry. But otherwise they might give you a fire flower, and usually fire flowers are reserved for castles, because then you can take out the boss with the firepower. Because I don't think you can hit the boss with the raccoon leaf, and why would you? Because the boss is probably charging at you anyway. Good thing I didn't jump there, I was almost going to take a risk. Hey, there we go, that wasn't too hard. Pop. Alright. So now we got the Hammer Bro. When you encounter these guys on the map, you immediately go into battle with them. I don't think there's any Hammer Bros actually in the levels. And you beat them, and they give you an item. It's also good to check... Yeah, see? It's also good to check the blocks in the Hammer Bro stages, because there's sometimes a power up there. Usually a Hammer Bro will give you star power. Using a star power on the map allows you to automatically defeat Hammer Bros on the map, and it starts the level in star power. So... Alright, pick another box. Let's try this one this time. Fire flower. Alright. Building up a good stack of items here. I'm gonna obtain the warp whistles, but I'm not going to use them. Oh, it's terrible! The king has been transformed! Please find the magic wand so we can change him back. Don't talk to me about Cobrats, man. Hoopla! Alright, now we've got the airships. You'll first encounter these at the castle. But, after a certain point, well, if you die at any time in the middle of the airship level, you will go back to, well, you won't go back to the beginning because you haven't gotten the game over, but the airship will float around the map. Which means if you haven't beaten some of the levels and opened some of the pathways, it can be a pain in the neck to get to. Ah! I keep jumping into things. Come on, these cannonballs are not flying as nearly as fast as the ones in Super Mario Run. And I could have more free movement. I should be doing much better than this. When you get to the end of an airship stage, sometimes check around here, there may be a power-up sometimes. The end of the airship stage is signaled by the pipe. And then you got a battle of Koopaling. I believe this one's Lemmy? 3 hits. And they're not down. So they kick you out, and then he takes off elsewhere on the map. So this is why beating all the levels is a good idea, because then you don't have to beat other levels to get to the airship. Fuck. I'm actually surprised it took me that long to die. Usually, in playing Super Mario Bros. 3, I die pretty early on. Like, that was amazing. I was amazed that my first death didn't come from a level, or even the fortress, actually. But I suppose that's because I didn't battle the boss in the fortress to begin with. So, but I am surprised. Like, usually the scrolling level takes me out, but it didn't this time, so. Once again, it must be all those hours in Super Mario 1. Not that I haven't played it for very long, actually. But I do little skints of it here and there, and I've started playing it every day, do a Toad Rally kind of thing to get the My Nintendo reward. Ooh, don't jump on him. Ah, that's the second time I jumped into his rod. That's the thing, like, I've also been getting back into Digimon Heroes on mobile phone. And that's got, like, daily rewards as well, so, like, every day, I've even got it down pat. 8 o'clock on the dot, I get a notification on my phone telling me, hey, there's a gift from Digimon Heroes. Tap here to claim it now. Every day, 8 o'clock in the morning on the dot. Without fail, there is a notification from Digimon Heroes asking me to pick up my daily gift. So, it's not like I don't know it's there. So I pick it up. And just yesterday, actually, I started playing it again. It's not a bad game, actually. The only problem is I've run out of storage slots for all my Digimon. So I can't... The thing is, the game doesn't let you play stages unless you have available slots for your Digimon, and I just don't have available slots for Digimon, and I've worked it up to the point where I can get like 67 Digimon eggs. Anyway, let's stop talking about Digimon and start talking about Super Mario Bros. 3, hey? Take you out, Lemmy. Good night. Why don't you go crawling back to... I missed the rod. Why don't you go crawling back to Bowser, you piece of poo? Surprise! Unfortunately, I did lose 2 lives there, but that's no big deal. Well, it kinda is. Because almost immediately, the second and third world are rougher. Oh, thank heavens! I'm back to my old self again. Thank you so much. Here's a letter from the princess. Okay. Greetings. If you see any ghosts, be careful. They will give chase if you turn away. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you. Princess Toadstool. The P-Wing! The P-Wing instantly transforms Mario into Raccoon Mario and gives him unlimited flight for a certain period of time throughout the level, if not the entire level. I'm not too sure if it's one or the other. Anyway, I think we've done a pretty good job. We've gotten into World 2 already. I didn't think I was going to do it in this episode. I thought, oh yeah, we'll get to the fortress in World 1. Well, we got here. So, in the next episode, we're going to storm our way through World 2 as best as we can, but I'm not too hopeful because this is where I start failing. And once I start failing in this game, I don't stop failing. But anyway, We'll see you guys on the flop side. Catch you then, and thanks for watching.